Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, All Things Allegro. I hope you guys are doing well. I don't even know what day are we in. I think I've been quarantined for almost 60 days or a little over 60 days. I'm not too sure anymore. And yeah, it's beginning to take a toll on all of us. But I really hope that you guys are safe and you're also staying warm this winter. And today, I really just wanted to talk about an Instagram post I shared not too long ago, where it's just referring to focusing on yourself and making sure that you're not one of those people that are always trying to look next door to see what other people are doing. And with regards to that, I saw a lot of comments on the post and people just sort of jumping in on it. And I wanted to just elaborate on it because I have seen a lot of people with so much potential throughout, just my youth and me starting my business and even with friendships where you find a person has so much potential, but because they're always looking next door for other, affirmation, validation, whatever, you name it, and sometimes even just competition. When you see somebody launching a certain type of business and it's working for them, all of a sudden you want to do that, but you don't know the effort that goes into that business that they started. You don't know how long they've been at it. You don't know their failures. You don't know the story. And a lot of the times that is always the case, where people see your success and they don't know the backstory. So I always tell people that focus on yourself, focus on watering your grass to make sure that it stays green and even greener in dry seasons. So don't always be looking next door that, oh my goodness, they're flourishing. What are they doing? How can I do the same thing? And it's just you trying to copy all the time. You might be successful at first, but in the long run, you're not going to be as successful, or you're going to fail completely because you're doing it for all the wrong reasons. You're not doing it because that's your passion. You're not doing it because that's what you've always wanted to do and you're putting a lot of work in it. You're just doing it because somebody else is flourishing at it. Somebody else is successful and you just want to be like them. So it's very important to identify who you are, what you want, and even the businesses that you want to launch, they need to really tie back to your personal brand. It needs to make sense altogether. It shouldn't be like people have to cringe when they think of the idea that you have compared to the person that you are, if I'm making sense. For me, all of my businesses, when it boils down to who Allegro is and Ogela Group as a whole, it makes sense. I love everything that I do. I put a lot of work, a lot of passion into what I do, and it makes sense. And I must have a passion for whatever industry that I'm going into. I don't do it because I see somebody else doing it and they're successful at it. I do it because that's what I want to do, and I want to do it differently, and I want to leave a mark in a different way. And I want to change society and change people's narrative and change just people's outcome at the end of the day. It's not all just about making money. It needs to have a positive change on society, on youth, on our unemployment rate, etc., etc. So there's a lot that goes into me thinking of a business idea, praying over it, and then launching it. It needs to make sense. And trust me, I've had tons of business ideas where at the end of the day I'm like, you know what? That doesn't really sit well with me. It might be a lucrative industry right now, but I'll pass. And it's okay because I know what I want and I'm not just trying to take everything. And I get so many proposals like every week, on a monthly, I tell you. And people are always like, okay, here's this business idea, let's go for it. And I'm like, breaks, let me think about it, let me pray over it. And sometimes it's just a no from the get-go because I know that's not what I want to do. So as much as I want to get my hands in a lot of baskets and just not rely on one source of income, it's also important to know that I can't do everything and I'm not going to be good at everything. I'm focusing on me. I'm not trying to see what anybody else is doing. The only people that I do look at, I look to for inspiration, I look to for encouragement, people that I've always looked up to growing up in business, and along the way people that I discovered as I was journeying on my journey of entrepreneurship. So it's just important to draw inspiration, but I'm not trying to copy anybody. I'm not trying to be out here on some, okay, well, beauty is in right now, let me go into beauty. Oh, farming is in right now, let me go into farming. Well, you know what I mean? Like, there's always a plan. You have to have a plan in motion, put it into place, pray over it, and make sure that it's going to work out for you, and stop looking next door. I think there's a very important lesson that I learned when I was still in primary and I used to do athletics. And one of our coach used to say, when you're doing the relay, you don't look to the back. Even any other form of athletics, when you're running, whether you're sprinting, athletics, long distance, don't look at your competitors to the back. Otherwise, you lose focus and you're not going to finish the race as number one, or as best as you could have done if you were just focused in front. Just focus forward, stop looking to the side, to the back, who is doing what, and just nurture and water your grass, and it will be greener and you will be happy with the results. So that's all I wanted to share for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this message, and I do hope that it encourages you to just focus on yourself, focus on your dreams, especially in this time that we're in, to just zone in on what you really want, and to be honest with yourself, and to put in the work, and to just avoid all other distractions, and don't think about, or start obsessing about what everybody else is doing. Just focus on yourself. So I really hope this video will help one or a lot of you out there, and can't wait to read your comments in the comment section. And thank you so much for the love on social media, Instagram, here on YouTube, and so on. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. I'll see you guys at the next video. Thank you for watching.